Commissioner Vanderwerf.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have one item this morning, and this is actually something for Mr. Keith Lemay. And I don't know if you know that we're doing this or not, but if you might come forward, I have something to read for you. Thank you very much. So let me go ahead and read this, and then I'd like to ask you if you have any comments. And it looks to me like you have several friends from the American Legion Post 5 here as well, which I just think is outstanding. So let me go ahead and read this. The Board of El Paso County Commissioners, recognition for meritorious community service. Dear Mr. Keith Lemay, the Board, El Paso County Commissioners, hereby extends its sincere thanks to you for going above and beyond as the chairman of the El Paso County Monument for Medal of Honor Committee and helping to make the dedication of the monument at Memorial Park in Colorado Springs a success. Without your tireless commitment to the project and the ongoing support of the American Legion Post 5, the May 8, 2018 dedication of this long overdue tribute to local Medal of Honor recipients would not have been possible. Because El Paso County is the proud home of 5 great military installations, and because we are so very grateful to the men and women whose service and sacrifice preserve our liberties and protect our families, we have a special responsibility to remember and honor our veterans. The new monument, bearing the names of El Paso County Medal of Honor recipients Jesse Funk, Floyd Lindstrom, and Gerald Young, is an example of the lasting commitment in our community to meet that responsibility. Please accept our sincere thanks for your service to our country, your service to our community, and your perseverance in the successful completion of the Medal of Honor Monument, now standing proudly in Colorado Springs Memorial Park. Signed, the Board of County Commissioners of El Paso County, Colorado, Darrell Glenn, President, Mark Waller, President Pro Tem, Stan Vanderwerf, Lejinos Gonzalez Jr., and Peggy Littleton, members. Thank you for your service to the community, Keith. And we just wanted to recognize this. I don't know if you knew this was coming or not, but here you are. And maybe you had a hint, maybe you didn't, but this is well, well deserved. And I appreciate and applaud what you've done. Thank you.
I want to thank the Board of Commissioners for this honor. I'm just carrying on the legacy that was handed down by the forefathers of Post 5, because without them there would be no Fort Carson or Air Force Academy, because they worked to get those military installations here. They actually helped design Memorial Park. They led the charge to get the first Veterans Memorial. Post 5 also raise the money to put the flag out there. So the Medal of Honor Monument is well placed, being right in front of that flag, to carry on that legacy. It was just not my doing, but it was the whole of Post 5 that got behind this, got some of the community support, and in 9 months from conception to unveiling is a phenomenal response, to say the least, because without the dedication of everybody, it would not have happened. But once again, thank you.
Yeah, my thanks. And so you're restoring that flag, right? And you have a fundraiser for it.
Well, there's a flag that was presented to Post 5 on August 9th, 1920, which is our first anniversary from the City Council. There's some other background history I'm trying to nail down, but we are raising money to preserve it. Because it is silk, it was put up, I figure, like in 1960. Not well, but they did what they thought was best. We have found damage, but it's minimal to the whole design. But we want to preserve it and have it permanently displayed in our meeting room at Post 5. So.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I just want to thank you for what you've done, but really also thank the American Legion, Post 5, and the American Legion at large for preserving so many of the traditions and making sure that we do honor those people that have served our nation. That's really outstanding. And with the President's permission, I think we should take a picture. Would you be willing to do that? And does anybody else want to speak?
I think so.
Yes,
Hands
please.
went up over here. All right, Commissioner Littleton.
So thank you so much. I appreciate that. So we have some other folks in our crowd that are I think noteworthy too, I've got our mayor and we've got our chief of police from Fountain here. We'd like to have them come join us this morning too in the photo as well, because I think it's they're here to support this and endorse this as well. So thank you guys for showing up this morning. Thank you so much for your service. Thanks for all that you have done to promote this and to establish this here in El Paso County. Our heartfelt gratitude and thanks for the lasting legacy and memorial that you've helped put together.
Commissioner Gonzalez.
Thank you, Mr. President. I wanted to thank all the veterans. And Keith, thank you for the hard work there. I did get to participate in the unveiling. I read the county's proclamation, which we had made for the event. And then it was very professional. It was a beautiful day. I think it was a slight wind, but outstanding day. I believe there were 2 family members of the Medal of Honor winners.
Yes.
And so it was very a touching, moving ceremony, and you know, it was just so well done. And really, I know it's more than just you, but you know, as the leader of that group that put that together, just outstanding work, and thank you very much.
Absolutely. Commissioner Waller.
Sure, I just echo what everybody else has said and appreciate all that the American Legion does for our community, that's for sure.
Absolutely, and thank you for bringing that forward. I don't know if this was a surprise or what, but it was a great surprise, and I think this is something that's noteworthy and it means a lot to the communities.
Thank you, Mr. President. We wanted to do our best to make it a surprise, but we're not sure how successful we were with that. But hopefully it was at least mostly a surprise. And I'd say one last thing is, you know, on this dais, we have 4 veterans, and the 5th commissioner has a son who's in the military. So this is a board that appreciates the service and sacrifice of those that defend the nation. So thanks again.
Great. Even the Army. Does anybody else want to say anything before we
One
go
more
ahead,
thing. We're going to do our centennial celebration on August 11th, 2019. Y'all invited to be there because we're going to try and parade some of our history out at that time. So it'll be an honor to have y'all there.
Fantastic. Okay. Well, let's stand in recess and take a photo.